$5 billion in unclaimed property and funds. It's all with the Illinois State Treasurer and waiting to be claimed. But is that money always easy to collect?
And tonight, our I-team is looking into a loophole in the law which is preventing a woman from getting her $19,000. Consumer investigator Jason Knowles here with what you need to know about getting your unclaimed funds.
It's a frustrating feeling, the fight over unclaimed funds, a pile of your money sitting in the state's account, but you can't get it. One woman is turning to the I-team about $19,000 that is hers, but the state and the law are keeping it from her. You sent them your whole life.
They wanted everything, including my taxes.
Social Security card you sent them.
Yes.
Certificate of marriage.
So they know that I changed my name.
Susan Udvance submitted piles of paperwork, and she's trying to get her hands on $19,379 in iCash from Illinois State Treasurer Michael Frericks and his office's website.
And it showed me exactly what it is that I was owed.
The investor and realtor didn't realize that she left the escrow funds behind about a decade ago when she canceled a West Loop investment deal. She recently discovered the unclaimed money, but she can't obtain it. The Chicago area native now lives in Arizona and is visiting her mother in Mount Prospect.
It is mine, and they rightly admitted that it was my money.
The two other companies who were part of the deal are now defunct, so Udvance can't get those signatures, which means the state won't give up the money.
I was disgusted. I just think they're not doing this right. There's a loophole that they need to figure out.
The state treasurer's office tells the I-team it understands the frustration, but it's required to follow the law when it comes to returning unclaimed property. It's important to note that the General Assembly approved the law for how we can return escrow money, and the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation set up the rules to carry out that law. And both are clear when it comes to money held in escrow for real estate transactions. The state treasurer's office is unable to pay the money to anyone without a written release from all the parties involved in the transaction or a court order. Udvance says she shouldn't have to pay legal fees to get a court order.
It's my money. It was put in escrow. It should have been given back to me.
The treasurer's office declined an on-camera interview, but connected the I-team with Kelly Fogarty, an attorney and real estate expert who's familiar with the unclaimed property process.
The thing about unclaimed funds is, by their very nature, the people who have the most vested interests don't know about them. And so that really makes them ripe for fraud.
Fogarty says that extra safeguards are set up to prevent the wrong people from getting the money, and that Udvance's issue is a warning to others to quickly check and claim funds on the treasurer's website.
You should be checking the website for your name, any businesses maybe that you had an interest in. The state is just holding those funds. They don't want to hold them. They want to give them back because it's a lot of money and headache to manage those funds. But you have to make sure that you have the proper documentation.
She says if it's an old trust or bank account, you'd likely not have to worry about another party's signature. But if it's an escrow with more than one party involved, you could need one.
You contacted them. They didn't help at all. There's just nobody willing to help when it's stuck out in the middle of the universe.
We asked the treasurer's office how many other people are in this situation and how much money is being held because people can't get the proper signatures. A spokesperson says the office does not track that figure, but that the state treasurer has returned a record $2 billion during his time in office. And remember, there is an estimated $5 billion in unclaimed property. You can go to our website, abc7chicago.com, to see if you have any. Jason Knowles, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Jason, thanks. Let's get